Hi, so I have had an emotional weekend. I was supposed to go in and have gastric bypass tomorrow morning, January 21st, 2019. Unfortunately, when I went to LabCorp last week to turn in my mouth swab to check my cortisol levels, they came back abnormally high, so my endocrinologist refused to sign off on the surgery. She wants to do further testing and make sure that I don't have Cushing's disease. So that is what's going on right now. So they've canceled my surgery and we will reevaluate after further testing. So I wish that I'd done the testing earlier in this process. I kind of made the assumption, I'm like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with me. And, I just need to get the surgery done and that'll be the end all be all. But no, so cortisol is something that is released by your adrenal glands, which are above the kidneys. And what happens is you experience some sort of stress or something like that, I guess. And when you experience stress, your brain releases a hormone called, crap, I can't remember, cortisol stimulating hormone or something. So that goes to your, that's in your hypothalamus, which is like right behind your nose. And there's a pituitary gland in the brain next to the hypothalamus. And that receives the whatever hormone that is, and then it tells your adrenal glands to release cortisol. Sometimes people can get tumors called adenomas on their pituitary gland, and that can cause your body to release way too much cortisol, and that results in Cushing's disease. Now, there's also Cushing's syndrome, which has the same symptoms as Cushing's disease, but there is no tumor. So I don't know if I have either one of those, but I have too much cortisol. And so it could be a fluke because that test that she gave me, the mouth swab, was very, very sensitive. And it was 2 tests. So I did 2 tests twice. The first time I did it was because that was one of the prerequisites to having gastric bypass surgery. And so my endocrinologist gave me the mouth swabs. I did them 2 nights and then turned them into LabCorp. They came back, one was normal and one was abnormal. And it was high. So it's supposed to be between 0.10 and 0.90, I think. And mine, one of them was 0.11 and one of them was 100, or 1.00. So that was a little odd. It was like, why is one so strangely different from the other? So I don't really understand that, and she didn't have time to explain it to me. But when I took it again, because that one was abnormally high, I came back with these same exact results, the 0.11 and then the 1.00. So since they're the same exact results, unless LabCorp did something weird, then I just have to do a 24-hour urine catch, which is more annoying than you would imagine because as a girl, it's kind of hard to aim. So you basically have to catch all of your urine in a jug for 24 hours and then take that to LabCorp. Fun day. Not a job that I'd want, messing with people's blood and urine. But anyway. So that's kind of what's going on right now. So everything's in limbo. I have no idea if I'm going to have the surgery or when, because I also have some scheduling conflicts. So it's just very uncertain what's going on. If I check out fine and my cortisol levels are normal with this urine catch, then she'll sign off on the surgery and they can just reschedule me. And I pray that they'll have something available in January because you're not supposed to fly for 6 weeks after surgery. And there's a work trip that I really have to be on in Southern California at the end of March. So like 6 weeks, we're really pushing it with February. But I had someone at my office remind me that my health comes before work. So that's something that I'm trying to just believe because that's difficult. I mean, it's not difficult to believe it, but it's just, I think we're taught so much to value our work ethic and our jobs that sometimes we don't put our health before getting work done. So this is going to be interesting to see how this plays out. I think my boss will be more than supportive. I'm not worried about that. I just know that this thing in Southern California is a retreat that we are hosting, and it's my boss and me. We're the ones hosting it. So I don't want to leave him on his own doing all this. He's running it in a more content way, and I would be the logistics and operations. So I really don't want to let them down and not go. But it is important that I have a change, whether it be gastric bypass surgery or whether if I do end up having, the pituitary issues, then it would be important that I get a tumor removed if that were the case, or, whatever that means. So I'm trying to just really value myself and know that while I love my job and it is important what I'm doing, it is not more important than my physical health. So that's what I'm just trying to truly believe. But yeah, so thank you guys. If you're watching, just thank you for your prayers and your just thoughts and everything. And I will let you know more when I know more.